Hi everyone, this is Becky with Salcedo Creations, and I want to show you how I made this beautiful Sugar School keychain. So first things first, I got this beautiful school drawing from one of my providers. It was a free image. Unfortunately, it didn't fit the template that I had for my keychain. As you can see, the cheeks are a little bit lower and the jawline is a little bit smaller. So I ended up making quite a few modifications. As you can see, I got rid of a lot of the smaller details because I didn't want to mess with those tiny pieces of vinyl. I got rid of the eyebrows, and all in all, I made the image smaller to make it easier to work with on my keychain. The next thing I did was attached all the light colors on my design space to get it ready to run through my Cricut. And here it is going through my Cricut, and I'm biting my nails, hoping that all the cuts end up where they're supposed to be. Okay, so here is the keychain that I'm going to be working with. I've already put some white vinyl on the back, which is going to be the background color, and now I need to begin the long process of weeding the rest of the vinyl. Most of the vinyl that I work with is StarCraft vinyl. If you've never used StarCraft vinyl, you do not know what you're missing. StarCraft vinyl, it's just has the perfect stickiness to it that everything stays in its place even after it's cut. It makes it so easy to weed. Along with my stab and grab tweezers that I'm working with here, it really makes the job a lot easier than it used to when I used other different products. Now I'm going to have to pull out my pin pen. The pin pen is great for tiny little areas that are hard to pinch with my tweezers, so I'm using it here for the detailing around the eyes. All done! Isn't it beautiful? It looks so pretty, even just in black and white like this. Okay, now I need to work on the rest of the vinyl and get all these tiny little shapes done. Look how easy it is to work with StarCraft. Now this red vinyl is not StarCraft, and look what happens as I'm trying to pull it off. The pieces are not sticking to the backing, to the paper backing there where they're supposed to be. And not only that, but they're sticking to itself, they're sticking to the vinyl. And I had such a hard time getting these off. I had to pull out my tweezers and actually pull them off of the back of the vinyl and place them where they go. It's such a pain in the rear, and I used to have to do this every single time I worked with this vinyl. So I'm so glad that I discovered StarCraft because it's so much easier and faster, and I just really need to use up this other vinyl so I don't have to deal with it anymore. This piece of vinyl ended up adding about 5 or 6 minutes to this simple little project. It really isn't very much weeding, but it just took forever to get these pieces off and where they're supposed to be. I know that it looks like I'm going pretty fast, but in reality it took me about 20 minutes to do just the black vinyl and probably another 10 minutes to do the other colors. So it was about a 30-minute weeding job to get it all done. Okay, I just put some transfer tape over some clear vinyl, and this is parchment paper. And I'm putting the clear vinyl, which is cut out in the shape of my keychain, I'm layering it, lining it up to my sugar skull. This clear vinyl is going to be what holds everything together, all the little pieces, and really it's just for the purpose of me not having to seal the keychain with polyurethane. So this clear vinyl is going to act as that top coat and final seal for my keychain. Okay, all done. I remove my backing, and here is the first layer. And now on to the other layers, which will be going underneath the black. So the black is going to be at the top. Well, really at the top is going to be that clear, and then the black, and now the red. I set my parchment paper down. Now notice how much longer my transfer tape is at the top of my sugar skull. And this is so that I can tape it to my table to keep it from moving. So once I've got everything lined up just right, I stick that transfer paper to my table, and it helps to kind of hold everything in place while I remove that parchment paper, um, so that I can get it all stuck together. Next layer done. Look how nicely that red just pops with that black. It's so pretty. Let me put it behind some lighter paper here so y'all can see. I just love how this is turning out. All right, and now for the next color. Okay, I had to stop for a minute and pull out my tweezers. I noticed that one of the little red pieces wasn't lined up quite right. So when that happens, you'll see me pull out my tweezers, and I'm kind of putting everything right within those black lines where it needs to be. Oop, I lost a little piece on my finger, so I took it right off with my tweezers and placed it right back. Look how easy it is to work with those tweezers. And it is done. Oh, I love how all these colors look together. It's so pretty. Everything just pops so beautifully. Now I need to put all of this onto my keychain. But before I can do that, I need to grab an alcohol pad, and I'm going to wipe this down really good to get any oils off of the keychain that I may have put on there with my fingers. It just helps the vinyl to stick better. All done. Now I need to smooth out all of the vinyl, try and get bubbles off. Everything looks pretty good. The back, I can put names back there. I could write in memory of, but all in all, it's done. I'm just going to go run it through hot gun real quick to get some of the wrinkles out and make it all kind of fuse together. Be right back. All right, here it is. Oh, it's so beautiful. This has got to be my favorite keychain project so far. And like I said, I can put a name on the back or do something different, or I could put another skull in the back. But either way, it's beautiful. Thank you for watching.